This video is all about being honest and really how honesty and finding the truth will be a massive answer to a lot of your own problems, as well as developing skills that will allow you to get the honest truth from other people and really being able to cut through bullshit, which in now, like today's day and age, we have a lot of bullshit around. So, what do I mean by being honest? It's having that reflection on your own life and your own day. Naturally, we all have our own limiting beliefs and act accordingly to it. So, for example, you might know deep down inside that you're not living to the life of your potential or that you want to live to, but there'll be things that are holding you back from doing that. Let's say the most simple one, an analogy that I think can resonate the best with guys, is that idea of approaching women. Guys probably know that they've seen a woman that they've liked before on the bus, in the street, whatever it is, and they've not approached that woman out of fear of being rejected or whatever it is. I understand as well that fear of making her feel uncomfortable. You don't want to seem like a creep, which comes from a good place, but ultimately, it doesn't really help you at all. So the point is that you may have these feelings and know what in the gut that you want to do, but you just choose not to live through your truth and actually take action, and instead you put it off because it's easier and it's more comfortable not to go through with something like that. Now, most people will live in this and don't even acknowledge it. They get so used to putting things off and living in comfort that it becomes so normalized and they don't really think too much of it. But what I'm saying is, if you spend time to actually go about your day and look and notice when you do things that aren't in true alignment with your core belief or what your gut feeling, and you do things and act in a way that suppresses that emotion, which, like I said, could be due to fear, which usually is. If you can start to analyze and understand that, you'll find the truth and you'll realize that you're not living to your true potential. And that all it comes down to is being fully honest with yourself. Start being honest with understanding, am I doing everything I can in my day to make the millions of pounds that I want to make? Or am I slacking off? And just start analyzing your day as if you're in a video game. I guess would you sit down and just spend time on the phone or watching content if you're in a video game? No, you'd be doing something. But the video game analogy aside, obviously it's good to have some time to rest. But the main point of this whole video and what I'm saying here is just to be fully, transparently honest with yourself. If you can be honest with yourself and cut through your own bullshit and your own manipulation tactics to keep you in a comfort zone, you'll have so much more success and you'll strive a lot further than you can even imagine. Then all these things that you're putting off will suddenly seem more doable. Then when you get in these uncomfortable scenarios where you usually just switch off and move away, you start being honest with yourself and be like, no man, I need to do something about this. And then that's when you really will grow, because you start actively and proactively moving around in life with intention and motion. Now, the other thing to mention is if you're in sales or even just with people in general, if you can start being brutally honest with yourself, other people will be able to see that in you and sense the non-bullshit-esque of you, the honest truth. And that's where true confidence comes from, is when you look at someone and you know that they're so honest with themselves, and their confidence comes literally from the performance and the ability to know that they can put their mind to anything. That's where true confidence comes through, so it will benefit you more as a person. And in social groups and social scenarios, you'll know if someone's bullshitting. You can see right through it because you understand what it's like to be true to yourself, how it is to know that and to have that feeling and act through that. So that's really something to take home. This is obviously a journey. I'm not saying myself that I've mastered all of this. It's good to be honest. I've always been very honest with myself. I've still, ignored myself. I remember at university, there was one time when I was in the library, I was trying to do my dissertation. And I've been trying to do this for a while, right? That's fine. I was in the library doing my work. But there was a few days where I'd seen a girl. It wasn't the same girl, but just girls that were pretty, whatever, right? And I remember the first day I didn't do anything. The second day I didn't do anything. It was a few days went by. I was just sat doing my dissertation, and my mind was, it'd be weird to go up to them. It's in a library. They're probably doing work. Should probably leave them alone. And I kept listening to that fear. And then one day I did see a girl that I liked the look of, and it took me ages to make a move to the point where she left the library. And I'm not suggesting to do this because I took so long, it probably came across more creepy. So I went out the library and then I found her and asked basically for a number and Instagram, whatever, to take her out. That was the biggest fear. I felt sick doing it, but I just knew I wanted to get it done. I was so fed up because the past few days I'd been honest with myself and realized that I wasn't fulfilling my potential. I wasn't doing something that I knew I wanted to do. So anyway, I did it. And all those fears and ideas that it was going to go wrong completely disappeared. I didn't even care if it worked well or not. I was just glad I did it. Luckily, it did work out well, and I actually dated her for like 7 months or something. But the point is, that all came from the fact that I took a step out my comfort zone and had a great relationship because of it. And I could only do that because I started being honest with myself. I realized that time that I was in the library, yes, I was getting distracted because I wasn't doing my dissertation. I was contemplating. I was in a state of like, should I do it? Should I not? Should I do it? Should I not? I kept manipulating myself out of it. But if I had just gone and done it, then I would have been more focused on my work as well. So it was just so counterintuitive to spend that time debating when I could have just been taking action. And I'm glad that I took action, and that's something that you need to start doing with yourself, is just be honest, know if you're holding yourself back, how you are operating around different people, and just spend time being fully honest with yourself and analysing how you act, and know when you're bullshitting yourself and manipulating yourself. Well, that's all for today's video. I hope that resonates with a lot of people. If not, it doesn't matter, but start being honest with yourself. It probably does resonate. Have a lovely day, guys. Can't see my fucking mouse. There we go.